see, kids, there used to be these things called music videos where artists would show you, like, here's my vision for this song, or something like that. And there used to be these things called audio cassette tapes. I am the old. Do you remember? Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music wherever it may be and the people that make it, including my guests. And my guests today are a power emo trio based out of Orlando, Florida. And I've been interviewing a lot of acts out of Florida and a lot of acts off of TikTok, which is where I found them. Their album Good Luck, Have Fun is out now, and stick around, we'll be seeing a music video for Skill Points after the interview. Please welcome to the channel, Mode. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy, ho.
Hello.
So, right off the bat, thank you for being on the channel. And if you want to be like Mode and be featured on the channel, whether reviewed, interviewed, or both, hit me up using my email address down below or by clicking the Room 6 social media link. It tells you what I'm up to online, ways you can support the channel, like buying merch at room6.shop, and other things. But also, the like, the share, and the subscribe buttons. It all really helps, and I really do appreciate all of you. All right, back to the interview. Enough of that YouTube crap. So, right off the bat, if you don't know who Mode is, thank you for watching. Really do appreciate you. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell them who you are and what you do in the band.
Okay, I'll go first. My name is Joshua Rock Barbaccia. I play bass and I do main vocals.
I'm Tony. I play guitar.
And I'm Christian. I play the drums.
Nice, succinct. And at least one of you has the awesome name, Josh.
Twinsies.
Twinsies. All right. So right off the bat, I got to ask, why the name?
I remember when we were first getting together to jam, and when we were finally going over, it's like, oh, what should we name it? We kind of had a lot of ideas going through our heads, but we singled down to we just want like a one syllable name. And then I know a lot of the names that we were trying to come up with kept having the word Mode in it. And I believe that's how we got there.
I really wanted the band name to have the word Mode in it. And then eventually we just settled on calling it Mode.
Well, there you go.
And then the period happened when we were trying to upload to like distributors and stuff to release our music. Mode was taken, obviously. So I just put a period.
There you go. I didn't know if there was some deeper thing behind it. You're just like, nah, I liked it. Right on.
Now, it would be really cool if the deep meaning was like we just all were math nerds, but I don't know if any of us here really enjoy math that much.
You got to come up with some like crazy story and then change it every single time someone asks you. All right. So I have a few questions that I kind of ask my usual interview questions, and Room 6 OGs will know what's coming. And this is number one. Do you remember a moment where you said, I want to talk about your earliest musical influence. Do you remember a moment where you said, I want to do that?
I think for me personally, that moment came in from just watching my dad. He played in a bunch of bands growing up. I'm trying to remember the very first one of his I saw. It had the word moon in it, but it would be me at like 5 years old watching like him and all his bandmates just play at this place called like Pop's Oyster Bar. And I thought that was the coolest shit ever. And I really wanted to be like his drummer, Wade Youngblood. That dude was sick.
Great name too.
I feel like the earliest memory for me was like listening to like 90s like rock bands that my dad would play in his car. And I remember like listening to like Nirvana for like the first time. And I remember that was just kind of like my awakening. And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And my dad like drummed. He used to drum like before I was born. And then he kind of had me take lessons. And then I kind of like quit for like a little bit. And then got back into it once Guitar Hero became a thing. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to make music.
I think there's several moments I could probably think of, but one that sticks out to me is a couple of my older cousins were in a band, and they a couple of my older cousins were in a band, and they were covering this song called "Noises and Kisses" by The Used, and it was kind of my introduction to emo and just like rock, like edgier, like rock music like that. So probably then.
Awesome. And I remember for me, it was kind of a process, but it involved this thing called MTV and VH1, which used to have music videos. You see, kids, there used to be these things called music videos where artists would show you, like, here's my vision for this song or something like that. And there used to be these things called audio cassette tapes. I am the old. Do you remember? So from there, I actually have a question for Christian. Okay?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you go ahead and kind of compare and contrast the Drapes versus Mode?
The Drapes for oh my gosh. Yeah, so Drapes, I mean, well, it wasn't called Drapes. Drapes was the original working name for my first band, but we eventually ended up being called Spoon Dogs and then changing that into Leatherette. And
see, I couldn't actually figure out, okay, what did it end up being? So I just went with the earliest one I could find.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. I have like a poster near my room where it was like a poster for our first show when we were the Drapes, and then I think that was the only show we played under that name, and then after that we went to Spoon Dogs and then eventually changed to Leatherette. But that band was more like garage rock, so more like 60s, 70s, kind of like Iggy and the Stooges.
Nice.
Yeah, that kind of music. So definitely a little more old school than Mode.
I had to pull that out. I knew that you'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
So one other one for you, and I this one involves a little visual. So go ahead and pay attention. What is the artifact from 7th grade?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that is a little doll that a friend of mine made for me in like 7th grade. I forget her name. I haven't talked to her in a while, but she was very sweet, and she would make those in like classes. So I remember asking her if she could make me one, and she just made that one like on the spot. Just like took like a like cloth, just like ripped it and then sewed it together and put the buttons. So yeah, I had that locked up in some box in my room for like almost 15 years now.
Wow. Nice. And you mean you didn't end up like, and we ended up together forever?
No, it wasn't anything like that.
Don't even remember her name.
It was, yeah. I mean, I knew her in 7th grade, and then we never really kept in touch. But she was really cool.
Sounds like it. All right. So Anthony, little Anthony. I'm just kidding, Anthony.
Hello.
Hello. Can you go ahead and I know this is also kind of, I think, an ongoing thing for you, but can you go ahead and compare and contrast? I met a Yeti with tide pools.
Oh, that's one of those is more shocking than the other. Yeah, I mean, Yeti's a progressive post-hardcore band that is still a band, and we're currently working on an album. And I'm not in Tide Pools anymore, but they're indie rock, I think.
I think you don't remember what you played.
Well, I don't know what they are now.
Fair.
But when I was in the band, we were an indie rock band.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then I don't have a picture. I could probably find it, but I don't have a picture of this. But are you still cleaning spaghetti in the washing machine?
What?
Hey, you posted it, man.
I have no idea what you're talking
about. There was before and after of spaghetti in the washing machine with and without sauce. I don't know what to tell you.
All right,
YouTube insert pic here. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I kind of see it working, but the noodles will slip out through the anyway.
Definitely would steam the noodles pretty good. You'd probably get like the sauce would taste funny, but the noodles would taste probably fine.
All right, so on to my favorite named member of the band, Joshua. You ready?
I got the biggest social media presence out of these guys, so like,
oh yeah, you do. This is why it was like that. I know the spaghetti one. You're like, I don't remember that, but it was hard for me to find some stuff on you guys. But Joshua, you're kind of the performance art part of the band, aren't you?
Pretty much. I mean, anything that I do, I like doing as the kids. I like giving extra. I like being extra.
Right on. So can you go ahead and compare and contrast Florida Man Arrested versus Good Luck, Have Fun?
Oh yeah. Florida Man Arrested for is an album that I did in college, and I grew up listening to a variety of different genres, and one big influence always like through high school was like I just wanted to be a hip hop artist so bad. And so yeah, Florida Man Arrested for is like it's like a hip hop album that kind of plays into what was popular at the time, so like a lot of trap music and stuff like that. But funny enough that the name I go by for that, Phenom, Fenum, it's the reason I went with that name is because my friends growing up used to make fun of like a lisp I kind of had, and I would, instead of saying Venom like the Spider-Man villain, I would say Phenom, and I kind of held on to that for a long time, and I was like, that's gonna be my rapper name, that's gonna be that. But
You
yeah, no,
totally just answered like the next question I had.
wait, where the name came from?
The genesis of Venom, yeah.
Yeah, it's that, and I tried looking for a deeper meaning for it, and I was like, I think it's like in another language, it just means like hey, like the type of shit
Yeah,
horses do.
you did some, I don't know if it was a reel or like a joke interview on the street, but you said in I can't remember the language either, but it was like it just means hey. No, not hey. It means like hey, the
Yeah,
wheat.
that joke interview was it was me trying to figure out how to promote the album, and it got no views, it didn't really do anything, but I thought it was pretty funny skit. It was by a big lake next to, it's I think at Lake Eola, close to downtown Orlando.
Very cool. I mean, he's got one more view from me anyway.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
I cannot tell you. I was looking everywhere. I was like, is it Phenom or Phenom? How does he say it? How does he say it? So, thank you very much for that. By the way, stick around. We're going to be seeing that music video for
Scale points.
skill points. Yeah, yeah. We're going to be watching the music video for skill points, and you'll remember it way more than I do, apparently. But from here, I wanted to ask kind of a usual interview question for me, which is, do you have, now you guys have been performing together for a while, right?
I want to say performing out and about maybe has only been like 2 years,
Yeah.
about 2 years.
All right, but
Yeah,
you
like
still got like a lot of shows under your
Yeah.
belt, though.
Yeah, we picked up shows pretty fast. Like our idea with the whole thing was since we do a lot of video game influence, me and Tony always kept making the joke is like, yeah, we're gonna speed run this project and see like how fast we can get out there and what all we can do.
Nice. Cheat code, cheat code. So the reason I ask is, I'd like to hear from all of you. What is like your most memorable performing moment as Mode, where either you checked off some rockstar wish list thing, or things went way off the rails, somebody went to jail, whatever. And I'll start with one of mine, which was playing a dive bar, and I mean a biker dive bar, and where like we were playing covers because it was Las Vegas, and they better like what you're playing. And we're playing New Year's Eve, 4-hour show. Nobody tipped, whatever. And some guy goes running across the dance floor to the bathroom with a mop. And you're like, uh-oh, somebody's puking or whatever. Guy got stabbed. Yeah.
Okay, hell, damn.
Yeah, we found out at the break. He survived, so that's good. But it was just like, okay, we got to stop playing here. I was the youngest guy in the band at like 32, I think, at the time. So I was like, yeah, maybe we need to stop playing here. There's other venues. So what do you got? What's your, like, you're at a party and this one time story? What do you got?
But as a band, as Mode.
Yes.
For me, I mean, we've done from some of the digging you've done, we've done a lot of house shows at the house that we live in, and I guess this like goes pair in pair with I guess us performing and stuff. But there's definitely been, people doing backflips in just the middle of our living room while like hardcore bands are playing. There's been
Nice.
Definitely someone throwing up some chicken and rice out in the backyard. And there was one where we were lighting off Roman candles, and like someone almost got hit in the face through the through the netted screen door that we have in the backyard. So that was pretty terrifying for like a second, but then it was kind of funny.
Christ. How about you other two?
I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything?
No.
What about you, Christian?
I guess like for the shows, I mean, yeah, like the house shows were pretty memorable because like we would always do them for like holidays. So like I remember the Halloween one a lot because that one I dressed up as like a character from Ren and Stimpy that's like not even like a main character. You don't even see his face. He just has like a robe and he's in his boxers with rubber nipples on his kneecaps.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Oh,
I don't think he had a name. I think he was just like some husband that they were trying to sell rubber nipples to. But I dressed up as him, so I was just performing in my boxers. And yeah, that one was pretty crazy. Everyone was pretty lit. I also remember we had a show in Virginia. The show the show went pretty smooth, but I remember more us having to drive back the next day. Because we had to drive back during a hurricane. So when we were driving through, like we were looking at the weather app, making sure like we weren't right in the middle of it, and we like just grazed it. So we made it back. We survived.
Nice.
That's pretty much all I got.
Wow, that's some scary stuff. Being that close to a hurricane.
I mean, it was pretty funny being looking back on it. It was really funny just because as we're driving, the roads completely empty. The lights in a lot of the towns were either fully shut down or like there were like sirens blaring off everywhere. And like it's us driving this rental van, and I'm kind of speeding. I'm not gonna lie because it was my turn to drive and I just wanted to get home. And then Chris is in the back seat making memes on his phone of like me and him holding hands walking through the hurricane as we're dodging it while driving.
As you do. Man. You know what? That sounds like a song in the making, quite frankly.
Hopefully some of the stuff we got, it might be next album worthy.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. You use that for free. All right, so a couple more questions, and then we're gonna check out that music video for Skilling. God damn it. Yeah, Skilling, right?
That's good.
Wow. What is it?
Skill points.
Skill points. I cannot remember this. To save my life, I'm sorry. The sad thing is that Room 6 fans, they've seen this before. I just blank for whatever reason in the music video. I'm like, oh crap, what was it called? So skill points. Stick around for that. Any plans to come up to the Pacific Northwest anywhere, Portland or Vancouver?
Nothing that's like set in stone right now. I mean, it definitely is like any other band. It's definitely what we want to do is we just want to go everywhere. I mean, other countries would be like dope. All of the US would be dope. I think the only plans right now that we actually have on like kind of traveling and whatnot is that we're gonna go be shooting a music video hopefully soon up in where I'm from, which is Enterprise, Alabama, and a couple of the areas around there. And while we're up there, we're gonna try to see if we can hit a show in my hometown, a show in maybe Panama City Beach, and then a show in Atlanta. If we could like try to hit all those three, that would be like wonderful.
That'd be awesome. But if you do end up in Portland or Vancouver, please let me know. I will come to the show. I'll meet you. I will review the show. I will take pictures and send you the pictures to use however you want. And more importantly, it'd just be great to see you guys live. So please let me know.
Dude, it would be an honor, dude. That would be awesome.
All right. So last question. You made it. Yay. All right. And then we'll see Skill Points, the music video.
Yeah.
By the band Mode, who is on the channel right now. All right. We're going to circle back to that earliest musical influence question. And what we're doing is this grew out of like, let's talk to the children, to the young, wannabe musicians, to the how do I be like you kids? And it occurred to me, it's like, no, what would you say if you could go back in time and tell yourself hey kid, you're gonna need to know this. And it could be a warning, it could be like, hang in there. What is one thing you wish you knew before starting down this twisted road that is music? And don't say change your strings.
No, I am anti changing strings gang. I am full play on the rust. It trains your fingers better. No,
On the rust. Nice.
I mean, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, it would immediately be. It would have been just like, honestly, get the fuck out of my hometown. I remember because I feel like things definitively started getting better in music for me the second I really started traveling around the US a bunch, and I started because networking is really so important in a lot of this when it comes to just meeting people who can like either help you out or do this or just that are honestly encourage you, they're just like you become your friends and are a vibe. And yeah, when I moved down here to Florida is when I really started like just taking all the stuff that I wrote on like stacks and stacks of paper and like actually putting it to like on a computer and like doing more with it than just like playing it at open mics and stuff.
Excellent. I can definitely remember that process of let's get this into a computer as well. Next.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Christian.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what. I'm trying to think like. What would I tell myself like when I was like starting to make like
write
play?
Down that girl's name and write a song about her?
And the cool plushie.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess honestly what Josh said with networking, I feel like when I first started in South Florida, I'm from like around Fort Lauderdale. I didn't really I would go to shows, but I never really took advantage of like mingling with like people. I would just kind of play. I had a couple friends, and then like they would kind of do that, but I would kind of be more shy. So, but I feel like once I moved up to Orlando, I was mingling more and like actually like talking to people and working with other people. So I feel like networking early on is definitely a good thing. A good thing to do. It'll open up new doors for you.
Yeah, the truer words have never been spoken. It really is a music business, and the networking is the key to the business.
I think pretty early on, I got really obsessed with a lot of things outside of the musical aspect of being a band. So like marketing and like figuring out like how like what designs are we gonna have, like being really involved in like the booking, just like every other aspect besides music, which all that stuff is really important. But I think I would just remind my younger self to pick up the guitar a little bit more. I think that's what I would tell myself.
Couldn't say it any better. It's all very valid points and very important. You new musicians out there, go to shows, of course, but don't be afraid to play as many shows as you possibly can until you get to the point where you're like, no, now we're gonna like make them wait a little bit. But the networking at shows is so important, especially on the road, especially if you're on tour, because every time you come back to that town, you'll be like, hey, want to do a show again together again, and they've got new fans that they can introduce you to, and maybe there's another band that their fans will discover you as well. So thank you very much, guys, for being on the channel. Thank you for watching. Stick around. We're going to see that music video for skill points, and then we will catch you in the outro. In the meantime, we're going to see you in a minute. want to thank Mode for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome music video. If you want to know more about them, hit up those social media links that I've got down below for them. And if you want to see more videos like this, click up here. If you want to subscribe, click over there. I'd love you if you ring the bell. And if you want to hear my own music, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.